Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Shri. I'm one of the gynecology doctors. I work at UHPW. I have another role. I'm also a PhD student. I'm based at Dorothy Hodgkins Building. And my disclaimer is I don't know much about AI at all. But I know a little bit about ovarian cancer. So that's what my topic is on. I'm going to talk to you about a bit about ovarian cancer screening and how to incorporate AI, and a little bit about my research project too. So what do we know clinically about ovarian cancer? Ovarian cancer is a silent disease. Majority of women present with advanced disease. So by the time they have all these non-specific symptoms on your left, they're probably in stage 3 or 4. That is the diagnostic challenge with ovarian cancer. So what do we already know about ovarian cancer? So we know that screening improves survival in early stages of ovarian cancer, and treatment improves survival in advanced stages of ovarian cancer. So what has been done so far with screening in ovarian cancer? They've used two important tools, which is a blood test, which is CA125, and they've used ultrasound images. And the study is called UK-TOX, and what they found is that screening program did not save lives in ovarian cancer. Unfortunately, that is what they found. So why is this a problem in ovarian cancer? What is so special about this? The most important thing is the Wilson's criteria. Any screening program will have to fit into that box of 5 Wilson's criteria. Sadly, ovarian cancer does not fit into that criteria because we do not know a pre-cancer lesion. There is no established or well-researched guidance on a pre-cancer condition in ovarian cancer. That is the most diagnostic challenge. So the other important thing is, yes, so you incorporate AI in screening and in treatment. So what do we aim to achieve at the end? Improve the survival. And this is where the problem is. So less intervention in healthcare is always challenging. So AI tells you, it gives you a program, and it tells you that, okay, these patients don't need chemotherapy because I don't think these patients, the survival will improve. But not doing that is very challenging. So so sorry, this is just me trying to create like an AI model on the left. That's what I've achieved after I've put all what I know about ovarian cancer. So what has been done so far with ovarian cancer and AI? They've used it as a diagnostic tool, as a decision-making tool, and they've used various other techniques which I have no idea about. I'm sorry about that. So this is my vision in the future, how a screening will look like. A screening will have to fit into, let's say, somebody's personalized age, ethnicity, BMI, and then that comes up as low risk or high risk. Is that where we are using AI? And then high risk will then give you a diagnostic test. I'll explain to you what that figure is in the next slide. And then it will either tell you these patients have no cancer or these patients have cancer. What is the challenge? The challenge is from actually establishing that link between patients who do not have cancer, when are they going to develop cancer, and what exactly do we need to do to stop them from having cancer. Okay. So this is my project. So what we are doing is, it is quite embarrassing. That is not actually a biopsy of an ovary. That's just a random biopsy image that I picked up from internet. But yeah, sorry about that. So we take biopsy from patients who have ovarian cancer, and then we are growing them in the lab. This is called organoids. This is state of the art we are talking about. And then we divide them into 3 things. So we use them to get some genetic information from them. And then we test chemotherapy drugs, and we see how they respond. And the response is measured by various different things. So that is like molecular studies. And then the other thing is doing lots of imaging, of course. That's why we are here. And then we are kind of trying to build a machine learning algorithm to see if this genetic information can be used to predict chemotherapy response, okay? And this genetic information will give us a lot of ideas about stage 1 and 2. And that's where screening can be employed. A little bit about acknowledgements. My supervisor here is Dr. James Armstrong. He's my boss. If any of you have any problems with the contents of the slides, please write to him. Or any nice things, please do. He is also based at DHP. He's a senior research fellow with UK Research Institute. And this is Dr. Vincent, who's at the back, sat there very quietly. She's a senior lecturer in the medical school. And this is Aya. She's one of the postdoctoral research fellows. She's a very, very lovely lady. So that is me done.